Okay, so we left this last video where we'd analysed the forces and we'd got our two resolved equations, resolving horizontally and resolving vertically, for our box of 15 kilograms on a rough horizontal plane being pulled by this force P. Now we ended up with these two equations. We substituted in μr for friction, and we now want to be able to solve that. So let's go to the next page. Let's go to the next page and just have a look at how we're going to solve these equations. Because the problem is we've got two unknowns in this second one here and two unknowns in here. There's a couple of ways of doing it. I think one way of doing it will be to rearrange this second one. So equation number 2, if we rearrange that for r equals 15g minus p sine 50. And then if we substitute that into 1, substitute into 1 gives us p cos 50 minus 0.2, which is a fifth, minus 1/5 of r. So r here is actually, we can put in this expression here, minus 15g minus p sine 50, and this is equal to 0. So we've now got one slightly complicated equation, but we've only got p unknown in this equation, not p and r, so we can solve it. A little bit complicated, but let's multiply out all the brackets and get all the p's on one side and all everything else on the other. So that's, we get p cos 50 minus, a fifth of this is 3g, and then minus a fifth times, this is a bit complicated, but it's actually going to become plus because we've got a negative and a negative, plus fifth of p sine 50 equals to 0. And then what I could do is I get the 3g on the right hand side, and then I get p cos 50 plus p over 5 sine 50, and then what have I got? Well, let's factorize in p. So I take factor of p out, so this, to get this, have to multiply by cos 50, and then here I have to multiply, to get this I have to multiply by 1/5 sine 50, close my brackets, and that's equal to 3g. And then all I've got to do on my calculator is I've got to just divide by this whole bracket, so I could calculate what's in this bracket and get it on my answer button, and then all I need to do is then do 3g divided by that answer. So this in here is just a number. I can do it all on my calculator, and then I find out that apparently p becomes 37. Let's just tap it in quickly. So cos 50 degrees plus 1/5 of sine 50 degrees equals some horrible number, 0.7 something, and then I'm going to do 3 times 9.8 divided by my answer, and I get some great big thing, which is 36.93483585. So P is approximately 36.9 newtons. And let's just flip back. We want to find the value of P. That's what we're going to do. So we don't need to substitute back in to find R. But we could choose one of our equations up here, and we could actually substitute back in and find out the value of R if we wanted. So you might need to go back over this and watch this last solving bit just to get what's going on.